Ding dong bing bong, welcome back! Is that getting annoying yet? Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2. As always, you guys smash 30k lights. Pretty soon there'll be no lights left. It'll be darkness, just pure darkness. I appreciate every single one of you guys' support. Last episode was absolutely insane. You know what it is. The thumbnail looks like this. Check it out. Like 3 people died basically, okay? Technically, we know for sure 2 did. Maybe 3. We don't really know, but I said 3 anyway because it's more crazy that way. Either way, I didn't expect anything that happened last episode, so yeah, guys, smash like for more for next episode, 30k likes, and let's get it started. Continuing once again. A body has been discovered twice. Wow. I'm almost certain that that's freaking, my god, what's her name? Ibuki. That's the obvious answer, but like, why would they put a bag over her head? Like, why hide it? Someone definitely did this. It wouldn't, if it is her, it wouldn't have been her. She wouldn't have done this. There's no way. Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What's this? Some of you guys be sending me comments saying, if you don't put out another Danganronpa video, another body is gonna be discovered. I love you guys' memes. Hyoko, and who the heck is that other one wearing the hip bag? Oh, do they have to? That's the bag from the movie theater, isn't it? Could it be 2 victims? Well, it looks like it. But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw the Hank body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? What is this? Impossible, impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island. Where have you been? Yeah, shut up, you idiot. For now, we should lower that person wearing the hip bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad. It's so obvious who it is. Yes. I'm really hoping it's not, though. I didn't think Ibuki was gonna die. I really said it in like last episode. I was like, oh, I think she's gonna survive. Who cares about that? Yeah, we should preserve it, but I don't know. There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Whoever did this is gonna pay. I know Ibuki was so many people's waifus. Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed the button. With the motorized sound like a growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now I'm going to take off the bag, okay? Oh, it really seems like her. Even though I expected it, I still don't want to confront that reality. Under the hip bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. No, I need to see her face, though. We know there's all kinds of deceptions in Danganronpa. I need to see her face. It's all my fault. If only I did a better job of watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault. Be kind. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone? Oh, now everyone knows. What's going on here? Oh no, Ibuki and Hyoko?
What?
I'm not sad about Hyoko. I told you guys already, I didn't like her. I mean, you know, no one should die in this game, except for the people I don't like. Never mind. Like, I feel like Gundam has more likable qualities. At least he's like weird and funny. Hyoko was just whiny, and I just didn't like her. Ibuki, though, I'll miss her music. I'll miss her music so much. Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others? Oh, is he okay? Are they gonna get sick? Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagita Okane, are you okay?
Huh?
Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way.
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Wait, is he suggesting that despair disease had nothing to do with this? Because Ibuki had it. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. What the heck? That's impossible. How could you spread a disease and cure it so easily? And who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
Come on, Akuma file.
Well, I gotta get this investigation
See ya
started.
later.
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again, we have to do this again. We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Abandon your over-dependence and complaints this instant. They have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Oh, wait, does she still have it? That's strange, I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like the lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies, maybe? I don't believe that they were all lies. It's so obvious, guys. It's so obvious that Nagito is hiding something. Even if they don't know it, he might not know it. Maybe his memories were erased, but I think he's hiding something. Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. Alrighty, I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two sakes, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Investigation time! I will figure this out. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while, but why is it so dang hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. Seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazueichi left the music video under a cloud of grumbling complaints, but it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Swelteringly hot. But why is this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Yes! There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hyoko Saonji. So, well, we still can't say for sure that Nekomaru's not dead, just because people haven't discovered him. So he could be alive. He's probably most likely alive. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe, obviously. Hyoko Saonji's death was blood loss due to her throat. Ugh. It appears her death was instant. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Wow, that was very vague, wasn't it? It's been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so I will definitely find the truth behind this case. That's what I think. Obviously, the answer's in the bag. Like, why is there a bag over her head? Like, why would she do that? Seriously, I'd prefer if she had a more confident sounding catchphrase. All right, no, let me investigate. I don't want to talk anymore. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room and that's when it came to me. Then I should go and check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. That's when that happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where are you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together just until before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? So I've got Mikan's account. Alright. Right off the bat, I think Fuyuhiko is possible. It's possible Fuyuhiko could be a part of this, you know? Mikan noticed that Ibuki was gone. Then shortly after, guess what? She saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital. Alright, what is this? The shattered remains of the machine are spread all over the floor. They broke it afterwards. Why would they do that? So they just assumed that the lights had went out, right? But why go through the trouble of breaking it? Maybe perhaps the killer got recorded, because I don't know. We don't know if it has that function. If they got recorded, then maybe the killer smashed it because they knew that for sure it was gonna get, like, you know, it was gonna prove that they did it. Kazueichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean? Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. So that's why they destroyed the camera. So, yeah, so they was there with Ibuki, right? And it definitely would have had to have been someone that knew that we were doing this recording thing, right? Because they purposely recorded it. So the suspects still leave Gundam, Kazueichi, Sonia. Pretty much everyone is a suspect as of right now, except for maybe Mikan and maybe Nagito, I think. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of the camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was the thing I saw? Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why that didn't make any sense. Unless it was just all due to Ibuki being sick, and that's the way the reason why she did that. Okay, stepladder. Why would there be blood there? Did someone trip? The stepladder is tripped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Hey, isn't that a blood stain? Look, there's a blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A blood stain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Stepladder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. All right, let's examine Ibuki. So she's wearing the hospital gown because she was wearing the same one she was wearing when she was sick. Oh. What's on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice this earlier, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries in Ibuki if that's the case. This blood belongs to someone else. Is there another person? Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hint bag though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was, you know.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up. Well, we did see that. That helps. There's no time of death written on the Monokuma file this time, so I wasn't really sure who died first. Well, I might be able to prove that if we can take a look at Hyoko. Okay, first of all, why is there no blood on the ground from her? Right? That's weird. So maybe she was killed somewhere else. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding probably because the duct tape wrapped around it. Oh. Well, but why is Hyoko's kimono like this? What's wrong with her kimono? Her kimono is all deshelved. Also, her sash is tied up in the front. Did the killer do this too? Wait, was it supposed to be tied in the back? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? Yeah, we saw that she was not here. So it was barely 10 minutes though. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Ah, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside her kimono. That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it wouldn't be a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know. Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? I gotta say, I don't really like him that much, but I agree with him. We need to do the autopsy. Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane! Sound like he's been smoking forever. Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono. So can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right? Hyoko's kimono. That's a hard thing to say. Thank you, Akane. Helping out each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko.
That's weird.
Dang, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo.
A key. Oh my God, it's like a mystery. There's something. Is this what you're looking for? A key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys at the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. I told you something was weird in there. There was a reason why they wouldn't let us go in there. The key to her motel.
But...
If the key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more forward in front of her kimono so we'd notice it earlier. Or easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. So we need to go check her room to see if there's any more stuff in there. Ah, and also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think the strangest is...
See?
The way they wrapped her body with the duct tape. It's like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck. I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was like that, the surrounded area would be a sea of blood. That's what I thought. 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anyone faint. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Yep. Okay, well that's obvious. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular link of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that the music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means it was obtained from the supermarket. Did the killer bring it from here? That means anyone could have obtained this rope. And it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true, huh? I just noticed a little something, if it's okay if I confirm it. Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was from the rope, right? Yeah, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging. I see. So Ibuki died from that. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. I know, why can't he just be transparent? Why does he gotta make everything freaking all, like, weird? So he can surprise us in the class trial. Okay, what about this candle? There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. That was the only light that was in the video. They didn't have to bother using a candle, they could have just used the normal stage lighting. So if it's hot in here, it's probably because the power was off. Oh, you can see a thermostat right over there. It says 86 degrees. It's running as a heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so dang hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little bit. Why would they do that? Okay, so she had a bag on her head, but why did she have the hint bag on her head? Wait, huh? It's obviously the one from the movie theater. So we need to go check the movie theater. Curtain? That's part of it? There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain is not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. The curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it was strange that it didn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. Rocket punch. Ah! See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain of the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket. If they went that far, this is probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Perhaps to cover up, maybe there was blood on the other curtain, if there was another one? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. That is true. Oh, scratches or something, huh? You see that? I see that. Her body was dragged. All right, let me talk to her. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty.
Hey.
See, take close, yeah, I just said that. You're right, there's a smudge if something was wiped off. That's probably what they used the curtain for. Ah. It's all coming together. Well, the bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is that the killer tried to hide it. If they weren't trying to hide it, they would have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off the bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Okay, here's what I think. One scenario that would make sense if it was true. Perhaps, we weren't the first ones to notice Hyoko, or no. There was someone within that 10 minutes to notice Ibuki. And when they noticed Ibuki, perhaps Ibuki's death was caused by Hyoko. I don't know how. I don't know how at all that would even happen. But let's just say somehow she got her to do that. Now, what I think is that someone noticed Hyoko and they tried to fight her. And so they ended up killing her out of self-defense, possibly. And so, of course, they'd want to hide it, so they got the curtain and they did that. The only person we do not see here is Nekomaru. We don't know it. It could be Nekomaru. We really don't know where he's at, so we're just assuming he's supposed to be sick. All right, Fuyuhiko, where were you when this was happening?
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of the door. A drumstick. What happened to it?
Like,
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might actually be a really big clue. So maybe that was used as a weapon.
hey,
Remember when it came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through it. Oh, that was used as, to keep the door shut. Ah, but when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Okay, so that was obviously used. The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor is in front of the door should be proof of that. Okay, so that's obvious. But how is the killer able to get out? Maybe they did it. They're probably still there.
Huh?
I mean, the music video doesn't have the windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer would be able to escape outside. Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us? You know, they don't use tricks like that in a lot of mystery dramas and stuff. If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Ooh. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? It might be possible, but I heard what you two were discussing. Jackie, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
Ooh, what the heck? It's like flubber. Ah, so it was a slime YouTuber. Okay. Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch. See? You're right. What this is, it looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that Chiaki bit down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Oh, she tried it? Ugh. It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop, and this chewiness. I see, this may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly into the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat out the glob. Besides the bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this sort of a clue, right? Semi-transparent glob. Is it like glue? I don't know. All right, Akane, what about you? You were sick, right? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I'd get this kind of weakness. I'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Okay, nothing to say. What about you, Nagito? Hajime, this might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with some summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm gonna tell him what he wants to know.
Unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Okay, Sonia? It has happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Yoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's some more reason we can't just leave this alone, right? We must do this then, for the sake of the two who have fallen. Okay, Nekomaru. I mean, Gundam? He looks like a Nekomaru. Even I'm horrified of my own power. Of the eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this? You stupid fool. I cannot believe you haven't noticed that apparent thing. Pitiful humans. They refuse to lift their heads up for fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Left my head up? Does he mean there's something up there? Where? Oh, I know it'll solve this. Press V. Is there something up? There's nothing up there. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use the control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting of the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music video I saw, it had a dim candle-like ambience to it, and it didn't look like it was the lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that it would have been inconvenience to them? I see, so you noticed too, friend. Noticed? So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that apparent item? Look at the baton lighting. Oh, is that like a paper? What is that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting once more and...
I can see it!
There's no need! Go, Mirage Golden Hawk! Jump! Now is the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark divas of destruction. The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the baton lighting in a flash. Whoa, wow, it's so fast! It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper fluttered downward. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They are my four dark divas of destruction. Hamsters are merely temporary, their temporary form. So what's with the paper? What does that look like? It looks like sandpaper. It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribbled into it. It appears nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it's stuck to in a place like that, no matter how you think about it, it's too unnatural. Thanks, okay, Microsoft. Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you. I guess we haven't investigated the door ourselves, huh? It says staff only. It looks like the inside is a storage room. Go in. We're gonna find a major clue here, surely. Oh, look at that. What is this? There's carpeting wallpaper paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. It's been ripped. This thick black paper that's folded up in the lower shelf, it looks like it's wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper and the edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little worn, but what does this mean? Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko, that probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right? Oh, I was talking I get my voices mixed up sometimes, okay? Oh, no, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I know. That's the main reason why. This case is really special. Well, how would you know that? But I can't say it for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any freaking sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think— No! Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well, for the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy and I won't even mind it when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped, I guess. I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feeling? Hey. You should come by— Well, he has ultimate luck, so I'm sure he'll be fine. You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. What exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Obviously the bag is the reason why we need to go to the movie theater, so that's really not a surprise whatsoever. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive, but it's not my fault. The music video is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? How is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see, that might have been the killer's goal. How could you know that? They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. That's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up this time of death? I agree, as long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred, but when Ibuki— First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime. I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work like a song or a film as an outline for their killings. Well, I never got to watch the movie, so if it was in the movie, it never told me. So hopefully we're about to watch it because I wanted to know what was in the freaking movie. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie?
Good instinct.
Okay, so let's go watch it. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This
Oh.
must be the will of causality.
That would have to be Nekomaru, right? He's not here. It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec, what are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean they've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that the killers existed at the same time, but we can only vote for that one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority, oh, see, that's right. That is an interesting question. So if we can only choose one on the majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Okay.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Alright, fine, that's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have to figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist. With this, I guess that narrows things down.
Yep.
That makes things a little easier. I like that the game eliminates these, scenarios. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that it sounds strange to me, but what do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Go watch it! Alright, they're just gonna tell me to watch the movie. When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is... Of course, this is an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the murders of this time, it closely resembles the movie as if it were copying it. As if they copied the movie? I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. And he didn't even like the movie. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim of Buki was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to the despair disease, we cannot go there for some time. She's right, it might be a good idea for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. And we need to go to the motel, so let's go. Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you've noticed too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used the movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched the movie yet. I see, so that you really should watch the movie first. Hey, manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me? What?
Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna
Are
do?
you? And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere that you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. Chump change. In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it. But my resistance was in vain. He brought the sticker out of his pocket. See, it's this one. I'm sorry I was bored, stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give it. I guess I'm tired of reading sometimes. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You only have 1 chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once. Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey.
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh, why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Oh. It's probably linked the time and the date on the stamp. Probably. It's our alibi, I think, because it proves that we didn't see the movie. So how could we imitate the movie if we never saw it? So if we have that, we can prove that we never saw it. Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to? Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd tell something like that and reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it. Oh, I literally said that without reading it. I just like, oh, so the killer bought it. Ah, I remember you said there was only 1 because it's a limited item, right? So it's not limited to 1. It's more like it's limited to 1 person. What's the difference? When you buy 1 bag, you get another 1 free. It's a common, oh, so there's 2. It's a common practice to pay customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. This is exciting, exciting! Hopefully it's an actual movie. It's not, it's gonna be slides, but whatever. It's still gonna be cool. Oh, it's like a Monokuma theater. I apologize for keeping you waiting, world-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be... What's 2.5D? Will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds freaking
Now, Ben,
dumb.
please relax and enjoy the film.
I will. I'll get my popcorn. You guys have your popcorn, right? Oh, it's kind of like an actual movie. Sorta.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Oh, well, you can tell that that's the voice actor for Monokuma, too. Okay.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
The heck? Is that even possible?
And was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desired.
Wizard of Oz?
Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit
No!
the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Oh, why?
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Why? I don't like this movie.
He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
Why is he so mean to
After a lot of
Monomi?
other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
What a great
And
movie.
in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Why is he so mean?
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Imitation? Imitation? Okay, so we obviously know who the first one belongs to. It's Ibuki, but the second death was pumped full of arrows? Okay. And then the third one was Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. And then finally just beating the crap out of Monomi. So I don't know how it's related, but maybe the slice could be her neck, or maybe the arrow to the neck. I don't know. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, 1 for each head.
So,
Did he just... What did he just say? I don't know how I should take that.
bye-bye.
Bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. Okay, then. Yeah, that was a pretty awful movie. Is that the poster? How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah, just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Okay, so that's the lion's death, really? The arrow? It would have been a complete imitation if the killer had killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Yeah, that's weird. All right, well, time to go to the motel. You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Do you really think you can hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which rooms are Hyoko staying in? Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Probably the same way. All right, what about you, Fuyuhiko?
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened to when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging, obviously. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikata and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't be open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break the door down. That's when that happened. That is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, it was Mikan, right? Or no? Oh, no, it was her. Did you hear me? A body had been found. Body? Yeah. Could it be? Do you intend on spreading lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Oh, okay. I also saw Gundam and Monami. I see, so Kazueichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we were at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Oh, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well.
No, we went to the movie theater and the street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying that I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to... Yeah, I feel like that's the same. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body. What, do you still doubt me? Well, no, because he was... Yeah, they were there. It's obviously someone was in there, so it could have been Sonia, it could have been, Kazueichi, Nekomaru, you know, so...
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay, yeah, so I don't think he did it. All right, well, now into here. I told you before, the fact that it wouldn't let us in, there was a reason. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside. Okay, let's use it. It opened. All right, I should go inside. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here for a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I felt a little conflicted. Oh, hi, Sonia.
Oh my.
Oh, did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? How is she in here? Without the key. I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault, what does she mean? Oh, you're gonna make me suspect you. Hey, Monokuma, I see you. You and your little poncho. I have so many coins, I need to spend them. Or what does she mean by that? The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not only the reason she locked herself in the room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her do that?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She didn't want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she couldn't. Oh, so that's why she had it in front of her. My hero is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She needs some new clothes. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, but Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Oh, okay. Trying to see if there's any difference here.
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Like the full-length mirror inside the storage room.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
I told you guys, I felt it in my bones that was going to be involved in this case.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
So while she was tying her kimono, someone killed her. Could have been Sonia, right? But I feel like she would have had a lot of blood, and there was no blood in there. So that's weird. That's very weird.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Oh, so she feels guilty because she told her to leave. Ah. And that's when she kicked me out.
cannot be.
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music video to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Yep. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening on your conversation? Well, there is a vent over there, and someone could have been hiding in the vents. Ooh, you know what? I am starting to suspect, Gundam now. Gundam. He does seem kind of like the person that would die, I think. I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? I mean, Gundam was here next to the hotel, so... or the motel. Something's wrong. Ooh, I suspect Gundam now. Seriously though, how is she in here? The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. No, I think she walked over there. There's a mirror, but it's too small and rusty. There's no way someone can use this. Nothing else. Okay. Alright, so lastly, we need to go check the hospital, and I think that's it. Unless something else weird happens. Perhaps Gundam got one of his, like, hamsters, his 4 dark divas, and put it inside the freaking, you know, what is it? The vent! That's what I think. It's possible something like that could have happened. Hopefully we find out about Nekomaru. We need to see if he's still alive. What's up with that? Because he could be a suspect too. Alright, let's talk to Kazueichi first. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then if there's other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen from the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras, I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only been a few days. Oh, that's it? That's all I have to say? Can I go in here? No, we're not done here. Anything else weird? Okay, what about that handprint up there? That's weird. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Okay, cactus. Probably wants me to look at this. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Well, obviously to see if anyone was there. Well, because we saw what happened. Oh yeah, I also wanted to ask you, it'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime, since that's exactly it, I saw a strange video on that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue strays. Yeah, we obviously knew that happened. Okay, but notice, look it. This is exactly what I think I said last episode. Notice that someone in the bag, there's no one there. That's not Ibuki. So whoever the killer is had already killed Ibuki beforehand. She didn't do it to herself. Someone dressed up like this, recorded it, shut the lights off, or destroyed the camera, either one, and then made it look like Ibuki did that. Yes. Now that is a pretty big step stool, but also that looks like a short person. It's definitely not Nekomaru. But definitely I'm thinking Gundam or Fuyuhiko. But that's definitely not Ibuki. And technically I guess we could say it could have been Nagito possibly. Those are some manly hands if I've ever seen manly hands. Ooh, it's probably him! Oh! It could have been him. They obviously smashed the camera that way, like, because they had to turn on the lights on. To, you know, do all the stuff they needed to do. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a rare, so that one didn't do that. Hold on.
Well?
At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? What was that? You didn't know it was her, but you saw that she was trying to... You didn't know. We know. I know. Okay. So you rushed over to the music video to try to stop her, but I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed to the step ladder on her own, does that mean she didn't. She didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to say these things, okay? Because, what do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Of course there is. Right about now, it's definitely him, or it's Kazueichi. But just judging by those arms, I'm thinking it's him. Or I meant Gundam. Did I say Gundam? I think it's Gundam, or between Gundam and him. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the 2nd floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She ran to the conference room, but why was she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking it, but did she seem a little upset? Why? Sorry, I just got some really bad hiccups in the middle of this video. All right, well, it's going in. We're going in right now. Oh, hi. Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my... Ooh. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet, but it'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. So bad. I haven't got hiccups in a long time. God. And when I do get them, it's usually really bad. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was what was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so that's so the only one that's left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. I mean, I saw that person did not look like they had anything in front of them, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's her, but the fact that she's saying that she doesn't have her gown, possibly because it's bloody. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. It's possible. I mean, I guess she's a suspect, but she's like my 3rd suspect. But saying that she got rid of her gown. Now, we haven't even been up here, have we? I don't think it ever let us go. What the heck? Oh, it's like a MRI machine, huh? All right, let's go to the conference room. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Oh, Chiaki, are you there?
Yes.
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime, if you poke out your eyes, you could turn on the light. I don't want to do that. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes. Ah, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stuck in my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the lights. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Oh, is that the curtain? Were you surprised? Surprised I don't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out lights. Ah, I see. So maybe the curtains had something to do with the lights? I don't know. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about the light shining through. See, a black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain, that's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? God, stop! That bit about it being embarrassing if I look in troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating. I should move on to a different place. Ding dong bing bong. Is that it? That's all the time we get?
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
Yeah.
The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon!
It's already time? So this again. I need to go to the place again, but now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoka became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Ooh, I need to know if Nekomaru's gonna be there. Alright, you know, before we end the episode, let's go. Let's go see. So I wanted to check the staff room, but it actually made me leave. Interesting, huh? It also is not letting us go anywhere else. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of the Monokuma Rock, and soon enough... Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there. Don't get in my way. You're such a dumb sister who's short of a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say, oops.
Anyway.
Is he dead? Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye.
Now then, I gotta go first. So there's no way he could have done it then, right? Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey.
Did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it.
Of course he's not dead. There's no way in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, dang it. I think it's Kazueichi. I'm really starting to feel it's Kazueichi. Because he knew about what he created and he knows how like it worked. Maybe he's lying about it. Who knows? All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Ooh, you know what? Yeah. I notice our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. It's so weird not having a person here, isn't it? That's like not fair. It's like almost him getting hurt was actually better for him. Oh, there it is. There's a giant iPad up there. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. So does that prove that he is innocent then? It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy to your heart's content. And with that, guys, this is the end of this episode. If you guys want to see next episode, you know what to do. Smash like, 30K likes, and we'll get this. I really want to just keep playing, but guys, I can only read so much in one episode. My voice is going to give out. I have hiccups as bad as it could possibly get. But I really want to know what's going to happen. So guys, as always, please, your continued support is much appreciated, and I'll see you scrubs in the next one. Bye-bye now.